happy to be back on the air. This is 99X at 97.9.
It's Everything Alternative 99X. I am joined with one of the most... how do I even put this, man? I'm just going to get right to it. I'm sitting with Rob Dyrdek. I am in the studio with Rob Dyrdek. How are you, man?
I'm really, really good.
Let's just cut to the chase. You have a brand new movie out called Street Dreams, and it has Ryan Sheckler in it. It has P-Rod in it. It has Ryan Dunn in it.
Yeah, Ryan Dunn.
This is Hollywood. I didn't think was ready for a true skate movie. What made you put this together?
I think more than anything, Hollywood wasn't ready, and that's why they've continued to make like cheesy, corny films. And it was just more the idea of making that happen to make the first real, authentic, true skateboarding feature film, but still very much make it a feature film with the love story and with the coming of age story and all a real film about the sport, But it was time,
right? And it's not you're not busting like just a nollie kickflip or something like that. Like you got, you're hitting a 12 set, hitting a rail. Like you're really going off. How many stunts, did people get hurt in?
Well, it was nothing crazy. I think it was just more the idea of having very authentic, real video level skateboarding that's inside it, and we don't, for the most part, P-Rod's so good he don't really get hurt,
Right.
Little Sheckler, he was hurt when we were filming that just because he like stepped in a campfire or something, his foot was all messed up, but for the most part everybody was fine, it was just a matter of like just going out and filming that more real skateboarding,
Right. And you actually funded this movie, right?
Yeah, I put up all the money, started the production company, hired the director, hired the producers, casted it, then put up, and I had initially put up all the money because, in Hollywood, it's never put up your own money for a film, never. And I sat in this room with these football player guys that were going to finance it, and I gave him this big speech about skateboarding and everything, and then he was like, man, we love your passion, Rob.
Right.
And I speak for all of us, and we were like, we knew how big skateboarding was when we seen that kid walking in the mall and started rolling on his heels. And I'm like, what? Like, I just gave you the most impassioned skate speech ever, and you think I'm talking about Heelys? And that's what really led to where, like, I'm not going to let anybody even have control of this. And furthermore, why would I put my, hard, blood, sweat, and tears into this and then have someone else, like, reap the rewards of it? And that's when I just put up all my own dough.
Right. And how did the casting go? Like, I thought I would see like a Mike Vallely in there, or like the bad guys of the sport. Not anymore. I mean, he's kind of outgrown that. But how did the casting go for that?
I mean, for me, I knew I wanted Ryan Dunn to play the reckless, ridiculous like dude in the crew that doesn't really skate. That's like the the jackassy type of dude. And when I took it to him, he was like, absolutely. I knew I wanted P-Rod to star in it. Like, when I took it to him, he was like, I'd love to, and really it lived and died on P-Rod. And, Terry the same way. I basically wrote the thing with these guys in mind, and every last person committed to it. And
so you didn't have a ghostwriter? You wrote every line of the script for the whole movie?
Yeah, me and my boy.
Wow.
Yeah, for like 4 months, man, I would just pace back and forth. It was like a puzzle,
Right.
Just like we would try to figure out a scene and just pace back and forth. And like when it was finally figured out, it's a thrill, man. To do something so massive, from writing a treatment to writing a script to getting it to financing it yourself to making it and then going out, like Mike Shinoda scored all this stuff for me. Pharrell gave me this theme song. Like,
what?
Like I got $500,000 worth of music for like 10 G's. Like Travis gave me like music. It's like
Travis Barker.
Yeah, it's like for it all to like, it was like birthing this incredible creative baby, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
and it's completely different from Fantasy Factory, right?
Yeah, no, and it's a great departure where I just play like the dude that's a total like dick in the film,
right?
Like, which is what people aren't really used to, but it's it's a very true, authentic, real film.
You said there's a love interest. Is that with you?
No, I P-Rod stars, and I play like the dude that becomes jealous of P-Rod and tries to sabotage P-Rod.
Oh, right, okay.
Where it's more like I'm the older dude that's just on flow, that's not really getting recognized, and as Paul's character starts to get recognized, I start to get jealous and sort of sabotage him.
Oh man, that's deep.
Bad.
You're getting deep on it.
Bad.
All right, 1 second. Product placement. Well, since we talked about Love Story, I got to know about this, man. All right, I've watched you in Robin Big. I've watched you in the Fantasy Factory. you have a hot rapper secretary. Never getting with the ladies, Rob. What's the deal? I know you're a hit with the ladies.
Yeah, I know.
Is there ever going to be a love interest for Rob Dyrdek?
But it's like, you gotta look at the type of shows that I do. It's not like a reality show where it's like, this is my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't the hills. Right. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to impress you with the hot chicks that I run with, you know, but it's like, it's just comedy based and relationship based, you know what I mean? Even though my mother would love if I hooked up with Chanel. Oh God, Rob, she's got great lips for kissing. Yeah.
She read about in one of those novels she reads.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's really a big fan of Chanel, you know. But yeah, no, you know, for me, it's like another thing that I feel like, why would I hate putting myself on. I had one set of chicks, like when we went blobbing, like up at the lake, that I let in there, and that annoyed me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I felt like I was giving them too much credit by like letting them be like on the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I feel like keep my chicks like. I don't even want to give you credit, you know what I'm saying?
Right on. We're talking to Rob Dyrdek, star of the brand new movie Street Dreams. All right, Rob, I got you in the studio. I've been a fan of yours for years and years. Up right now at 99x.com, you'll see that I put a challenge up to you. What the challenge is we're going to play a little game of basketball, because in the Fantasy Factor, you're always shooting. And I'm telling you, man, some of your shots, I'm thinking it's trick photography. Like, it's crazy. Like the one shot where you shot it behind your head, and then you kept talking, and you're like, did that go in? Oh, I know. Like, I couldn't believe that.
That's one of my favorite, man.
That blew my mind. So this is what I came up with, man. I came up with a little 99X basketball game, and how it's going to go down is, if you win, I will fully shoot, produce, and edit, get it all together, a full hip-hop video about drama.
Okay.
Now, we love drama, and I know he's a producer, and we live here in the Dirty South. You never know who's going to do a cameo. Right. I mean, I got calls out to everybody to be a part of this. If I lose, I had to do my research first. But now, if I win, this is the cool part. I have never in my life been to the X Games, and I have been a fan. I ride bikes. I still skate. My family skates. Like, this is what we're all about. I have never been to the X Games, but I want to go Rob Dyrdek style. I want to go, you know,
private jet, VIP.
No, I'm not talking
helicopter
private.
in.
Woo! Wait a minute now.
Maybe even skydive in.
Rob, you're making me thick. Now hold on one second, man. Now hold on one second. Now listen, I'm just talking nice tickets to the X Games, and then the after party with DC. You know, I'm not saying I want to buddy up with Danny Way, which would be really cool. Well, but you know, you guys throw hellacious parties out in LA that whole week of the X Games. I just want to come out and hang like Rob Dyrdek out there.
All right, we can make that happen. Then you can just stay for the whole week inside the Fantasy Factory. You know
now come on now, man.
Sleep in the foam pit.
No, dude, I would do that in a minute. I would do that in a minute. So right now, do you mind going down, and we will do the Rob Dyrdek challenge right now?
Well, let's get into it, man.
All right. Well, listen, Rob, the new movie Street Dreams is in theaters here in Atlanta on June 19th.
That's right.
And thank you so much for coming, dude. Everybody, check out this movie. It will be the jam. And the result of the challenge to Rob Dyrdek will be up on the AV Room on 99x.com. Rob, thanks for joining us, man.
No doubt.
With 10 million street skaters in the U.S. alone, this is their true story. Make sure you check out Street Dreams at a theater near you.